Introduction. Different types of educational experiences exist, from hands-on apprenticeships to role-playing, from demonstrations to reading printed text. Some educators believe that different experiences are more or less effective for achieving different types of instructional outcomes. That's why different instructional media has been procreated. What are these instructional media? Aside from real objects and models, printed text or visuals, instructional media includes chalkboard or whiteboard, overhead projectors, LCD projectors, and video or film. These types of instructional media enhances our presentation and helps add elements of reality, bringing the environment that is impossible to obtain in the classroom. What is LCD projector? Liquid crystal display or LCD projector is used with a computer do essentially the same thing as an overhead projector that projects an image onto a screen or a blank wall, providing more instructional flexibility. It has been revolutionized the audiovisual industry. With a few clicks of the mouse and strokes of the keyboard, whatever you type on your computer appears instantly on a projection screen in real time. This technology, becoming common in homes, has also made its way into the classroom. If you're an educator who teaches in a school equipped with LCD screens, you can incorporate this into your lessons in several ways. But how we are going to utilize LCD projector in the classroom? First, we should know how to manipulate or use it.
Audio Jungle.
Students savvy about technology often learn best via methods that bring learning to life. Using LCD projectors in school, teachers can reach a generation of students who have grown up with computers.
Hi, I'm Marty Delakian from IAV International Audiovisual, and I'm here today to show you how to use your LCD projector when you want to do a laptop presentation. Well, the first thing is that we want to make sure that we're using the right cable. And usually the cable that you're going to be using is a VGA to VGA 15-pin to 15-pin cable. Now, we have equipment set up here and we're using a PC with an LCD projector. You may have a Mac laptop that you'll be using. If so, you have to make sure that you have a VGA adapter, and that usually can be purchased at your Apple store. So let's take the cables and start here. We're going to plug one end into the computer, which is our output, and we're going to plug the other end, which is our input, into the projector. And what we're looking for is something that's going to say either RGB in or computer in. Now once the cables are connected, you should see an image up there from your laptop. In this case, we don't. So number one troubleshooting is going to be check your source. So there's usually a button on the projector that's labeled either source or input, and you want to see what input you're on. Well, in this case here, we're on the video input, so that's the wrong input. We want to be on a computer input. So we're going to bring it up again and toggle through here till we get computer 1. Well, we got the right input, but guess what? We still don't have an image. So then we have to do troubleshooting number 2, and that's back at our laptop. If we go to the laptop, on the top section of the laptop are your F keys. And what we're looking for is an F key that's labeled either LCD, CRT, or maybe a picture of a monitor. And it's usually between F4 to F8. Well, in order to make that work, we need to hold down what we call the function key, which is labeled FN at the bottom of the laptop. Now keep in mind that this is a three-way toggle. All right, and what I mean by that is that when you hit it one time, you're going to have the image on the laptop. When you hit it the second time, you're going to have the image on the screen. And when you hit it the third time, you're going to have an image on both. And that's what we want to try to find. So let's hold down our function key, and let's hit, in this case here, it's going to be F4, and see what happens. Well, we got the image on our screen, but guess what? I lost the image on my laptop. So I'm going to hit it one more time, and that's going to give me my image on the screen and my image on a laptop. So we're in good shape now. The only other thing you may want to do is adjust your zoom and focus, which can be done either at the projector in this case, or maybe through a remote control depending on your projector. And don't forget, if you do have audio on your presentation, you want to make sure you be able to get that out so that people can hear that as well. All right, so we have here an audio cable, which is a mini to mini cable. You need to plug the audio cable into the output of the laptop, which is going to be your line level out, and into the input of your projector, which is going to be line in. And that will be able to give you an audio. Most projectors have their own speakers in it. But if you're using an independent sound system, all you need to do is take this cable, instead of going into the projector, go into your mixer on an audio in input, and you'll be able to project the audio through your sound system. And that's all it takes. So listen, you have a good presentation, and if you ever have any questions, don't ever hesitate to call IAV. We're always here to help you. Take care, and see you soon.
You've been given bits of information about the proper ways of manipulating the LCD projector. Now, let's go to the question, why LCD projector used in class?
We use LCD projector for demonstrations. The use of an LCD projectors in class allows teachers to create demonstrations to accompany their spoken lessons. This reinforces their points and enhances the learning experience. Keeping interest. Presentations projected onto a large screen help bring the teaching material to life the audience and to make information more interesting.
Okay, class, our topic for today is about instructional media. What comes to your mind when you hear the word instructional media? Okay, lovely. These are used by teachers to improve teaching. Okay, very good. Anyone? How about you, Michelle? Instructional medias are used by teachers for their teaching process. The next one is different types of educational experiences exist. What do you mean by experiences? Educational experiences. Anyone? Lovely again? Okay, lovely. I think that those lines means that different types of educational experiences exist everywhere because learning is everywhere. Okay, very good.
Visual learning. Many people are visual learners who greatly benefit by seeing graphics and demonstrations that are incorporated into class lesson and presented via an LCD projector. Answering questions. While using an LCD projector in class, teachers find that reviewing points to answer students' questions becomes much simpler. For an instance, on Microsoft Excel spreadsheet program and a student has a question about a particular function, the teacher can easily demonstrate that function on the screen. The advantages of an LCD projector. LCD projectors are commonly used mainly because they can display images from a portable computing device such as a PDA, phone, or computer. However, they also provide the advantage of being completely self-contained. All they need is a power source and a black screen on which to project. This means that no slides or overheads are needed. Additionally, LCD projectors can be much smaller and more portable than other projectors.
So what are you waiting for? Use LCD projector inside the classroom for better teaching and learning process.
Savvy about knowledge often learn best via method that brings learning to life. Oh my God! Ulit! Dito ka nga kasi, tignan nahira. Diyan ka lang, diyan ka na lang. Savvy about knowledge often learn best via method that brings learning to life. Using LCD